of the vocational committee for District 5000. And this is our third Rotary Marketplace. And the first two were very successful, and I'm sure tonight's will be as well. I'm going to assume that more people will join in. Like last month, people were joining in as we were going, so it was a little slow start. So I'm going to kill a little bit of time right now before we get really started with the presentations. But I just want to remind the presenters that are online right now. Hopefully you read the nice little instruction sheet that we sent out. And so you have 2 to 3 minutes, and I assume most of you know how to do the share screen thing, and you put whatever information you have on, but try to stay within the 3 minutes. You see my head glow, then that means your 3 minutes is up. So
time's up.
Start to wave like this, you have about 20 seconds to wrap up, please. But we want to try to end right on time, and always try to get everybody in that's on the list here. So tonight we have 12. Actually, I think we're going to only have 11 tonight because I understand one had to cancel at the last minute. So we should be pretty good. We should be able to get all that in. And then the other thing I wanted to remind everybody is that I hope you are well aware of our District 5000 website. And on there is a tab that says Rotary Doing Business. And you want your business on that. It's a free service for Rotary District 5000 members. And so on that, you can put whatever information you want. You can put your logo and information about your business. It's a free service for Rotary District 5000. I did put my email on the chat here, so and my phone number as well. So if you need more information about that, feel free to email me and I can get you the information to get you set up on that Rotary Doing Business tab on our district website. So please take advantage of that. It's a great service. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We have our first presenter tonight is John Decker. I saw him on there somewhere. So John, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, and just before you get started, John, I also forgot to remind everybody else, if you could be on mute so that we don't get any background noise while the presenter is going. And so John, it's all yours.
Okay, good evening. My Rotary classification is guitar maker. I hold 2 degrees in aerospace engineering from MIT and a PhD in plasma physics from Cambridge University. I spent the first 20 years of my career serving as an R&D manager for a number of companies, and I came to Hawaii in 1981 as managing director of the U.S. Air Force Observatory on Haleakala. But in the mid-1980s, I figured out how to make really good sounding acoustic guitars out of carbon fiber epoxy composites. The same material used in Boeing 787 Dreamliner and probably in your tennis racket and golf clubs and surfboards. I set up a company, Rainsong Graphite Guitars, to make them. My wife and I still own Rainsong, but I retired from day-to-day operations in 1998. Rainsong makes around 1,000 steel string guitars a year with no wood in them at all. We just passed our 20,000th guitar. In a retirement, I make 2 or 3 classical guitars or flamenco guitars a year out of exotic woods like koa and African blackwood. Surprisingly, none of this is in conflict. I could invent a carbon fiber acoustic guitar precisely because of my physics background. And I now make wood guitars because I fell in love with the craftsmanship while learning how to make the graphite guitars. If I can share my screen, please. Okay. my wooden guitar company is called Guitar Master Works. Sort of after the German word for guitar. It's all one word. I make flamenco and classical guitars.
We can't see what you're sharing if you're trying to share screen.
Okay, let's try that again. I hate this stuff when it doesn't work. Can you see anything?
No. So
Okay, well,
Bullis-
we'll just skip the sharing tree. I've got a website, guitarmasterworks.com. All the data on the guitars is there. I basically, I say, hand make 2 or 3 guitars a year. So at the moment, I have 4 for sale. They're all classicals. I just sold my last 2 flamencos, and I invite you to look up the website. It also has a page on it called Guitar Acoustics 101, which explains the physics behind how a guitar makes sound and how we do it. Our guitars have very, very, very good sound, and they're made here in Hawaii. And some of them, none of the ones I have currently for sale have Hawaiian woods in them. I urge you to dial it up and give me a call if you're interested. And just as a final note, I offer District 5000 Rotarians a professional discount of 40% off list price. So it might make a good Christmas present.
Very good. Thank you so much, John. And I see Robert put your website up on chat. So all the other presenters, please take advantage of that as well. If you want to put some information on the chat group so we can get more information on your company. So next up, we are supposed to have Rick Cox, but I don't see him online. Rick, are you there? Hidden? No. Okay. Then next up is Mileen Reyes. And I don't see her either. Mileen, speak up or we go into the next person. No, Mileen. Okay, next I see Michael Marsh. Are you ready, Michael?
Yes, I am, Bob. Thank you.
All right.
I'm on my iPad, so I'm going to attempt to do the share screen as well and see if we can get it to work. No, it doesn't seem to want to allow me to do
we saw you. We saw you. We had you up there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not my PowerPoint.
Oh.
Hold on a sec.
We can see your picture.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to let me do the PowerPoint that I created unless somebody else wants to go first, and I can see if I can save it to the iCloud, or I can just tell you about.
No, you probably have a really good presentation. Who's next, Bob? And we'll come back to him.
Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be fine, Michael. Why don't we come back to you? So next we have Mary Albets. And I think you're ready. Are you?
Yes. Okay, so my business is Island Art Party. It's a paint and sip studio where we have a saying, it's okay to have too much fun. Of course, nowadays it's okay to have too much fun as long as you're following the protocols. Before the pandemic, we could fit up to 55 people in our classes. You can see in that picture. Now tables are spaced 6 feet apart, no more than 4 people at a table, and no more than 25 people in the whole studio. So those are some of our current classes. You can see some of the paintings on the walls. Those are all, that's our huge gallery to choose from. We mix them up onto the calendar, and if anybody has special requests for a certain day, then we honor that if nobody else has signed up under a different painting. Here's my website, islandartparty.com. To register for classes, you go to view full calendar, and then it'll take you to the calendar, and you can match the day and the picture to what works for your schedule. For people who are not on Maui, but if you know somebody on Maui, you want to get them a really great gift, you go to our online store and get gift cards. You can order gift cards there, and today through tomorrow they're half price. So it's a really good deal. That was for Cyber Monday. I'm just extending it for you guys. And let's see. So that's what it looks like when you go to our online store. The screen on the left, and then when you scroll down, you come down to the gift cards. So as you can see, they're all 50% off. We also expanded our retail space, and we have puzzles. We just got a bunch of puzzles in. We have all kinds of arts and craft activities. Our focus is on travel games and screen-free activities, all to foster creativity, learning, and fun. And we also, for people on Maui, we're also having a sip and shop on December 8th. We'll have up to 40% off retail items. Oops, that's the old one. No photos with Santa, but we'll have drink specials, and we'll have game demos. And there's a new artist next door to us too, and we'll have giveaways. And then also anybody coming to a class, they bring in a can of food for the Maui Food Bank. You get in for $29.50 instead of $39 complimentary. So tell your friends, we're open. Thank you much.
Very good. Thank you very much, Mary. Okay, let's, Michael, did you get yours ready yet, or do you want
Yeah.
us back to you?
Let me try. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna do it with photos. I did them as photos instead of the PowerPoint because it won't let me do the, sorry about that. So here we go. Oh, but it doesn't let me. Okay. So I want to talk to you folks. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you this evening about Responsive Caregivers of Hawaii, where I serve as the president and CEO. We are a nonprofit organization. And sorry. We provide services to adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities on the island of Oahu. I'm a member of the Rotary Club of Honolulu. We were founded back in 1975, and our mission is to increase independence, productivity, and integration of persons with developmental disabilities and other special needs in Hawaii. We also provide transportation services. So we pick folks up at their homes, we bring them down to Kapolei, Kaleloa, to our main adult daycare facility, where they engage in learning activity stations such as arts and crafts, music and dance, technology. We have a culinary arts program in the very far back of that room. There's a little kitchenette that we're writing a grant for to buy some culinary supplies and a hot water tank so we can have hot water for it. We also own 2 group homes, one in Kapalama and one in Aiea, where we have 4 residents in each home. They live with a house manager there 24/7, 365. So we have 8 participants in those homes, and then we have over 100 participants in our day program. And we also do community learning services, where we take our folks out into the community. For our participants with intellectual developmental disabilities, behavioral challenges, we have elderly, medically fragile. So for a lot of these folks, just going out to the mall or the beach or to a park or a store or a restaurant is a really big deal. And we have wonderful, wonderful group of direct support workers who care for our folks with extreme compassion and treat them with dignity. I tell them every day they're doing God's work. So we serve over 100 people with disabilities and their families on the island of Oahu. In addition to my day job, I also recently joined Keller Williams Honolulu office as a real estate agent. So if you know anybody, I know there's another gentleman presenting from our Keller Williams Ohana on Maui. I'm in the Honolulu office. So if you know anybody who is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, I'd be honored to assist and provide professional services. So I'm never too busy for referrals. Any questions about our organization?
Are we allowed to ask questions right now, or is that later?
Let's save that for later if we can. If we have time, then we can open it up for questions to anybody. So let's
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Michael. Very good. Oh, by the way, we charge double for 2 businesses. Kidding, just kidding. Okay, next up is Alan Takeshita. Are you ready?
I believe I am ready. Let's see, let me see if I can share. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
Yep, it's
Okay.
up.
So thank you and good evening. I'm a new member of the Rotary Lahaina, and when I found out about all the great things the Rotary Club did, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. So I'm a new member as of this year, and I am a licensed, as Michael mentioned, I'm a licensed New Mexico realtor actually for the last 15 years and recently moved here this year. So I transferred my license. So I am on the west side here on Maui, but obviously I service any part of Maui. Residential experience with flipping houses, foreclosures, buyers and sellers, property management, you name it. So I also have, let's see, a deal for all Rotary members. If I receive a referral from any Rotary member, and I close on that deal, I will make a sizable donation to the Rotary Club of that Rotarian's choice in that Rotarian's name. So again, for any referral from any Rotarian, if I close on that deal, I will make a sizable donation to that Rotarian's Rotary Club of choice in that Rotarian's name. And I just wanted to share some quick statistics here on Maui. Single family homes, October of this year, we are, compared to October of last year, single family home inventory is down 30%. We are only at 338 single family homes. And so it's a hot market for sellers right now. We have such a short supply and prices are going up. So if you're a seller, now is a great time to sell. If you're a buyer, sooner rather than later. Interest rates are historic lows. And with condominiums, actually our supply increased 50% from almost 50% from October of last year. And yet our pricing for the medium sales price here, as you can see, single family homes is up 18.5% over last October. And the condominium prices, believe it or not, even though our inventory is up, it's still up 12.7%. So it's still a good time to buy or sell. So anyway, so thank you for listening. And again, I'll put my information in the chat box. If I can get a referral, I would happily make a donation to that Rotarian's Rotary District. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Alan. Okay, next up, we have Robin Mccreary. Are you ready?
I am, thank you. Let me go ahead and share my screen right here. All right, share. And let me put play. Hi, my name is Robin Mccreary, and my passion is photography. I also do a little bit of video, but I'm going to mainly talk about celebration event photography. So to start you off, I'd like to share a few tips on how you can take a better picture. So first off, if you turn your body 45 degrees to the camera, you've just lost 10 pounds. Also, if you lean into the camera, you're going to be more inviting, and then lower one shoulder. And you can see with the lady with the white, her shoulder is just slightly down. This is a real fun video, so I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully you can hear it. Oops, okay, stop. Okay. So for some reason, it really, all the models you look at, they tilt their chins down, and you can definitely see just, it makes you gorgeous. Some tips on smiling. Don't fake it. Just laugh if you have to. Relax, have fun with it. I always will have, if I'm having a person having a hard time with their smile, I'll just have them and say, lick your lips. And so it just changes their whole mouth so that they can't figure out, okay, I got to start over. Smiling with your eyes. And now that we have to wear masks all the time, this is a perfect way to practice. So look in the mirror, and when you smile, just have your eyes smile with you. If you see the Hawaiian lady, she's really happy, and it always helps having a light come in with your eyes too. So also, I've just been watching Top Models, and Tara Banks, Tara Banks, she says to inhale, and then that'll divide your lips. So it's kind of a cool little thing. All right. So here's some headshots that I've done, and our new mayor we have. And I was hoping Sam was here, but she's not. Anyways, I do headshots, and here's my 6-pack. Okay, I can't hear you laugh because you guys are all muted. I do families, and I just really love children, families, and animals, add them in. I do couples. I used to do a lot of weddings. If you twist my arm hard enough, I'll do a wedding, but I've done probably 1,200 at least weddings. So I'm kind of a little burnout, but again, twist my arm and I'll do it. And I just want to thank you, and my phone number. And right now, if you need a headshot on Oahu, I'm in Kaka'ako, and it's $250 for 2 photos and prints and the time in the studio. So thank you so much. I'll put this information in. Oh, and by the way, I do Digitails, tell your video story. So just a little quick, I'll talk about that later. Thanks.
Thank you, Robin. Very good.
Stop sharing. There we
Okay,
go.
next up, we have April Bullis. Are you ready, April?
Hi there. Yep, I will give it a go. Thank you guys so much. I'm filling in for Peely. She wasn't able to make this meeting today. So thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity. Is the screen sharing okay?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, it's up
okay.
now. Yeah.
So I'm not here to talk about myself today, but I'm here to talk about our Eco Rotary Club's tree planting initiative. I see some familiar faces on here today that came up on Saturday to help us plant and have been working with us for months in making all of this happen. And what I wanted to kind of talk to you folks a little bit about today is an opportunity if you're not here on Oahu, if you're not interested in going out into the sun to plant a tree, we have the option for folks to donate a tree, essentially donate money to plant a tree. And this is our website. So this is the Eco Rotary Club of Kaka'ako's website. There's lots of really good information on here, but what we're looking for today is to sponsor a tree. And we're working with folks at Hawaiian Legacy Reforestation Initiative. This tree planting initiative has been going on for months now, and Saturday was our first real day of it. So we started on this past Saturday for Rotary Gives Thanks Day. And I think we ended up having about 55 volunteers come out. We planted hundreds of trees already. For anybody who's not familiar, we're doing that up at Gunstock Ranch. That's up in Kahuku, here around the North Shore. And all of these dates and times, I believe we've actually fulfilled all of the volunteer needs with awesome Rotarians. There may be a few gaps here and there, but for the most part, this event has that good problem of having too many volunteers, a good problem to have, I like to say. So I wanted to talk about how to sponsor a tree. If you go to our website, there's going to be that option to sponsor a tree. This is a $90 donation. And what this donation covers is actually quite a lot. Once you click on that sponsor a tree link, it's going to take you to this next page of how you can get involved and giving the gift of a living legacy tree by sponsoring this endemic tree. We're mostly planting monarch Milo trees. We've also had some sandalwood, some koa, and they're just beautiful. It's amazing to see some of these trees that we planted just a few months ago are actually growing into such a beautiful little forest up on the North Shore here. But you know, maybe people are thinking like, why plant a tree? You know, what good does it do for me? The fact of the matter is the trees are really the protector of our earth. They do so much for us as humans. They're the guardians of our environment. They filter, store, and digest pollutions. They help protect valuable resources. They provide, you know, living ecosystems for tons of different wildlife habitats. They give us vapor, which causes rains. The roots filter and recharge our aquifers. There's really not a lot that a tree can't do. It builds your homes, gives us paper to write on, you name it. The idea with this forest is to plant a legacy forest. We're trying to plant these trees that are going to be here in what was otherwise a overrun area with halekoa trees, which is an invasive species. So we're trying to replant with native trees in this area. And we've been able to do that with the help of Dr. Camilo Mora from Manoa. He's been an integral part of this whole effort for us to get these trees grown and into the ground. Part of that $90 donation, 30 of it is going to go towards our Eco Rotary Club in support of our future environmental initiatives, just like this one. What that $90 also covers is literally gathering those seeds by hand, growing them in the greenhouse down at Manoa, and then transporting them up to Gunstock Ranch. And this is just some aerial views of what Gunstock Ranch looks like there. And actually having a volunteer get those trees into the ground. So this is just a really great way for anybody who wants to get involved, who might not have the time, might not be here on Oahu, to get involved. And you know, it's a really great way to pay tribute to maybe somebody, you know, a loved one, or celebrate a new life. You know, if you have somebody that recently had a new child into their lives, this is a really great way to kind of celebrate that moment by planting this tree, which will come with a tracking RFID tracker, so you can actually go into the forest and see your tree grow over time. Again, this is an initiative we're doing with the Hawaiian Legacy Hardwood Reforestation Initiative. They have multiple trees available that you can purchase on their website, but we're really hoping that folks will be willing to come into the Eco Rotary Club's rescue and help us get these trees into the ground as part of our initiative here. There's a lot of really great information on this page. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the link, and please let me know if you have any questions at the end. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, April. Very good. Okay, next we have, well, we're supposed to have Mark Wolfendale from Crow Canyon Home, but I don't see him. Mark, if you're there, speak up, and I don't see him, so, and I don't hear him. So next up, I did see Scott Wishart from Revolution. Are you ready, Scott?
You have to stop sharing your screen, the one before.
Yeah, okay, let's get that out. Okay, there we go. Okay, Scott, are you ready?
I am ready. So I'm Scott Wishart from Revolution, and I don't actually, you know what? I'll share a screen. I got a little slide here that I could share. See if this pops up. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
So I'm with Revolution, and I'm with the Rotary Club of Ala Moana, and I've been at the Rotary Club of Ala Moana, I guess a little over 8 years now, and been with Revolution about 10 years. And what we do is we do photovoltaic installations for residential and commercial property, mainly here on the island of Oahu. Little timeline here, just to kind of show sort of the evolution of the industry out here in Hawaii per se. 2009 to 2010 was sort of the early adopters into putting a photovoltaic system on their house. And then we got into the 2010, 2012 era where it was pretty saturated with, over 200 different entities that were actually pulling permits to put solar on somebody's house. And those are the people that I want to talk to, somebody that pays an electric bill, that's tired of paying that electric bill with Hawaiian Electric Company and has a roof over their head. So those are the people that I want to talk to, especially this coming year, just because it's going to be the last year for the federal tax credit. So the tax credit started off at 30% through the years back from 2009, and in 2020 here, where we're at right now, it's actually at 26%. So it was 30% up until this year. Next year, it will be 22%. We're hoping that that may get extended, but there's no guarantees of that. So it's there's a sense of urgency in the air for people that may want to do a PV system for their home or for their business. But the industry has definitely changed over the last 10 years. And a lot of that has had everything to do with net metering, which was a really popular program that ended with Hawaiian Electric Company at the end of 2015. And then they came up with a few other programs. I won't bore people on the call, but those programs are still fairly decent. But really what has changed things for us and for our industry has been battery backup. And that's been sort of the evolution of bringing batteries into the mix. So the introduction, as I show here, introduction of the Tesla Powerwall in 2015, 2016, and where we are today, that's become a really popular component of any PV system, whether it's right out of the gates and they haven't had a PV system on their house and we're starting with a new system with batteries, or maybe it's somebody that has a net metered system on their home and they want to do batteries or add a few more panels. Those are the people that I want to talk to. So it looks like my 3 minutes is up. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Bob. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Scott. Very good. Okay, so and Scott, if you can get your screen share off and get ready for the next person. Paulette Fukumoto, I don't recall seeing her, but Paulette, are you there? Paulette is not there. Okay. But I understand Mileen Reyes is in the house. Are you ready, Mileen, to do your presentation?
Hi, yes, I'm actually just gonna give you guys a teaser. I don't have a presentation because our product is a surface. Well, first of all, I'm Mileen Reyes, and I'm with the Arlene Reyes Enterprise, and I'm with the Rotary Club of Hickam Pearl Harbor. So our company was awarded a state grant to produce bottle and distribute PPEs, specifically surface disinfectant. So we are actually working on our EPA registration, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a teaser on this because we're hoping for this to be available early next year. I cannot disclose too much, but I would like to get the word out there that this surface disinfectant is electrolyzed water, and it's eco-friendly and non-toxic, and there's no harmful chemicals, there's no alcohol, no bleach. So, and of course, the best part is it's going to be produced locally. So that means there's going to be a huge savings both for residential and commercial businesses. And we do have production facilities in all islands because we are a home medical equipment in Maui, Oahu, Kauai, and Hilo. So we already have an existing infrastructure on each island, and we will be able to produce locally on each island and distribute without having to have shipping costs passed on to the consumers. And so we're very excited about this, and I will have a more detailed presentation probably in a couple of months when we have the results for the testing and our EPA registration. But this is going to be a huge savings for all of the consumers and also commercial businesses, because we buy our company, Mileen Reyes, we do purchase a surface disinfectant. And right now we used to pay $30 for a gallon of surface disinfectant, and now we're paying $70. So this electrolyzed water that we're going to be producing is going to be a fraction of that price. It's going to be less than $30. So I will have more information available in a couple of months. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mileen. Very good. Okay, so let's see. I had a request from John Decker, who was our first presenter from Guitar Master Works, but he has something he can show us now on the screen. Can you
We hope.
to do that, John?
Well, we're trying.
Okay.
See if that works. Yeah, it worked. I just wanted, that's my website, which I thought gives you how to get a hold of me. And this is the guitars I currently have available. There are only 4 of them. As I say, I don't make very quickly. This is one made of wild olive for the back and sides. There's one made of African blackwood, which is the current most expensive wood for the back and sides of a guitar. It's was sort of replacing Brazilian rosewood, which is on the endangered species list. I have a Malaysian blackwood guitar available, and a guitar made of very highly figured bubinga, which is really wild grain. These are currently available, and as I've said, they're I have a 40% professional discount to Hawaii Rotarians. And they're good guitars, and if anybody's interested, they're available. Thank you very much. And I appreciate your patience with my figuring out how to make the screen sharing work.
Okay, no problem, John. Thank you very much. Very good. So with that being said, so we, we did have other people that were supposed to come in, but so they obviously aren't here. So we do have some time now. We've been through all the presenters. And John, if you could take your screen share off. If you don't.
I'm trying to get back to the meeting. Just a second. Ah, yes.
Okay. And so we do have time for questions and answers. I think somebody did have a question for somebody. I forget who it was, but if now is the time to ask questions.
Okay, it was for Michael. Michael.
Yes, Robin, go ahead.
Is it people with a disability, or is it people that like have a stroke? What type of people do you have, and how far does your vans go and pick up people?
Oh, those are good questions. Thank you for asking them. All of our folks have intellectual or developmental disabilities. Most of them are born with these disabilities, and many of them are coupled with other underlying health conditions or behavioral conditions. We do service elderly and medically fragile as well, but everyone that's in our program has an intellectual or developmental disability, and they qualify for the Medicaid waiver program, which they use to pay for our services like the adult daycare and transportation. And as far as transportation, we pretty much go all the way from Honolulu to the west side out to Waianae, and our main location is in Kaleloa. We have to kind of gauge the geographic area to match the billable hours that are allowed by Medicaid, which folks like Rick, who are real familiar with that, know. You have a limited amount of time for which you can bill for the services. So we kind of try to pick folks up in clusters, if you will, around the island, and then we can bill Medicaid for their hours and deliver them back home safely. And the 2 group homes that we own, where folks actually live full-time with house managers, the one is in Aiea and one is in Kapalama.
Okay, great. Any other questions?
I have one more for Scott. Do you guys do condos?
We do condos. We used to do condos and townhomes quite a bit. We still possibly can. It's a little tricky because it goes into commercial review. So it just depends on what type of condo you're talking about. If it's like a high-rise condo, no, we don't. Well, we do as a commercial scenario, but not on an individual basis. What I should just ask you, where's the condo located?
1330 Wilder. It's a 3-story building. We have 71 or 2 units, depending on if you count the resident manager's place.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that might be that we would that we looked at more like a commercial job, most likely with the HOA would probably more or less allow some type of large PV system to offset the common amenities like the lighting and the elevator. I don't know if they would actually allow you guys to do individual there.
Yeah, we don't have an elevator, but yeah, can you put your information in there? I'm gonna see if you can do a presentation when we have our meetings again. So, thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Okay, great. Any other questions?
I would put out there as a follow-up that our Generations magazine that I'm with now, I presented the first week we did this. We're starting our radio show for folks that are partners with us. It's actually going to be a podcast. So it's going to be a radio show that'll be a podcast. And then we're also kicking off our webinars, which will be brown bag webinars the 3rd Wednesdays of the month. And so folks, if you want more information on Generations, I could share that with you. It's a magazine, as we presented. I don't know, most of you were there, but it's a magazine that comes out every other month. And we have a viewership of, it's just 35,000 folks that read it. The magazine goes out to 5,000 docs office all over all the island, all of Hawaii, and on and on and on. The radio show was very, very popular. It actually had to stop with COVID. And we've switched over to 101.1 oldies. So it'll be Sunday. This first one will be Sunday morning, 8 to 9 will be the first one. So there you go.
Great.
Rick, I'm interested if you could send, if you could post your email, because we're a home medical equipment provider and we service a lot of the senior citizens
definitely. And the next thing that'll follow, probably early next year, the TV show will come back up. We're working on a station for that as well. So yeah, so if you're a partner, it opens up the door for all kinds of stuff. Actually, if you're a nonprofit, we work with that as well.
Info on advertising rates.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send you the information.
Great. So my co-chair, as I mentioned earlier, is a guy named Robert Jackson. Would you like to say anything, Robert? Contribute anything to our group?
Not really, but I'd like more information about how to lose that 10 pounds by turning sideways. What was that about? Is that on the photography?
Okay, so yeah, so when you're taking a picture, turn your body just slightly, so your shoulders there, and if you kind of lean in, you actually just by turning your body, so if you can turn your body just slightly to the camera,
Interesting. So
you
no more
become, yeah,
sucking
you
in the
lose.
stomach, right?
Nope, just sit up straight and then just turn slightly, and then men not as much on the leaning the chin so far down, but just straight and look at us and big smile.
Got it. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, so anybody else? I mean, does anybody want to add anything to what they presented, or, you know, since we had a few no-shows? And oh, and I see Gerald Shintaku. Welcome to the group, Gerald. You were scheduled to present next month, but we have time if you're ready now, or you want to just wait till next month. Your choice.
Hi, Bob. Yeah, next month is fine. I just wanted to check it out. It seems like a great vehicle right here to share,
Okay,
spread the word. Thanks.
great. Okay, Gerald, we'll look forward to you next month.
Bob, one more thing I'd like to add. I just would like to encourage everyone just to please, at your next Rotary Zoom meeting, just please let everyone know what this is. It would be great to have 100 people attend this just to see what products Rotarians are offering. So if we could just help spread the word at the Rotary clubs, the 22nd announcement would be great. And we'll be able to provide, you know, the dates and times by email, of course.
Good point, Robert. Thank you so much.
Can we
share something?
Pardon me?
Bob, this is Arlene. Can I share?
Sure, Arlene.
Hi, I'm a massage therapist. I do house calls and I do have an office in Eva Beach. I'm actually offering a holiday special where if you purchase either a $70 gift certificate, you will get 3 $20 gift cards to pass on to a friend. So it's like a referral program. Or if you purchase a $100 gift certificate, then you'll get 5 of those to pass on to your friends and family. So I'll put in the chat my website and my phone number, and you could follow me on Instagram and Facebook for daily updates of what's going on. So I'm a massage therapist and esthetician. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Arlene.
So can we bring guests but not have them present, just to get them also interested in Rotary?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Awesome.
Any other good suggestions? These are great suggestions, and I really like the interaction that's going on too. That's what this is all about, you know, getting Rotarians to share business ideas, businesses, and this is great. Anything else?
I have a question for Scott. What's the Almwana Rotary? Where do they meet when they do?
So Rotary Club of Ala Moana typically always used to meet at the Ala Moana Hotel, and we met there on Thursdays at noon. So, so yeah, we kind of miss. It's been a while since we've all met. Okay. Just like you guys there at the Royal. I wanted to dovetail too on your question was, so we can bring guests to this. I mean, is the ultimate goal to have like 100 Rotarians strong on the marketplace, and you know, maybe 10 or 15 or 20 presenters?
Yes, please.
It's an excellent way of marketing Rotary to potential members as well. They could see how we're actually trying to help spur business. And of course, Rotary does mean business. And so if they're looking to network and meet other like-minded individuals who all believe in Rotary, then this is a perfect venue for it.
I agree 100%.
Okay. I see a bunch of past district governors in here and future district governors. Any of you want to share any thoughts?
Roz first. Roz?
Roz is speechless.
Never.
Never.
No, I come to this every month because I enjoy the presentations, and it's great to see what we have out in our district, and the fact that we're going to be getting it out to people so they can take advantage of what we as Rotarians do in our occupations and professions is an excellent idea. We've come a long ways in doing this, and I think it's an excellent avenue to get it out, because who better than a Rotarian to go to if we need anything done, because we know we're going to get the best treatment ever. Thanks, Bob, for asking. Great evening again, and Robert, enjoying the presentations very much. And by the way, both of them are from my Rotary Club.
You know, I think the networking is awesome, where you can talk with each other and refer to each other. And, you know, Robert, he's so humble, but Robert did get a wind of that grant that Mileen was talking about. And Robert got a nice grant as well to make masks. Right, Robert? 72,000 masks for his grant. So that's what networking is all about, working together.
Yes. Okay, well, it's been a great evening. And just another reminder, please look at the District 5000 website, look at the Rotary Doing Business tab. And if your business is not on there yet, please make sure you get it on. My information is on the chat tab on the right side of your screen. So you got my contact information there. You can, I can give you the details on how to get your business onto that Rotary Doing Business tab on our District 5000 website. So I think that's it. And our next meeting will be January 5th, Tuesday, January 5th. We try to do this the first Tuesday of every month. And as Robert said, please spread the word, go to your clubs and talk it up. And bring guests, absolutely. And thank you. I think that covers it.
All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
See y'all next month.
Scott, were you at the Rotary Club of Honolulu today?
I was, yeah.
Okay, all right, because I've seen you there a few times, so I'm just wondering, you know, which club you were in when you said that.
I'm actually helping Naomi out as the assistant governor for the Waikiki Club. So that's why I've been there.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Good job. Good job.
Awesome. We'll come anytime to our Rotary.
I always enjoy your guys' clubs, and Rich does a really great job running those things too. And you do an awesome job of what you do to help them orchestrate the meetings. It's something you guys set the bar high.
Thank you. All right. Aloha.
Aloha. Do we have anyone at Rotary who sells laptops? I have a 6-month-old laptop and the numbers are sticking and not working.
You know what? Call Gadget Guy. He's right on Queen Street by Lux Brody, 705 Queen Street. He can give you, actually, I have his number. Hold on, let me give it to you.
Gadget Guy, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't do computers, but he does phones. But he will be able to tell you exactly where to do it. He used to do that. His phone number is 808-226-2929. And they call him Yoda. They call him Yoda. So call him anytime after 10, and he'll be able to tell you how to do it or whatever. Are you on this island?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, he's in town in Kakako.
Okay.
The Lex Brody's there. It's 10:07 if he does it for you, just to let you know.
Very good. Thank you.
What club are you with?
Metro.
Oh, okay. Dale Green's
the
in that
Metro.
one, yeah?
Mhm.
Dale Green? Okay, cool. All right, aloha.
Aloha.
Thank you, Naomi.
Have a good evening, you two.
Thanks, Robin.
Bye.
Hey, Robert. Bye.
Bye.